Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. Today we are starting in next 5 minutes. Till then you can join a Facebook Spark Yard group and get the benefit of that particular group. Okay, uh, I think most students are joining now. So let's wait for more 5 minutes and then we can start. Hello everyone and welcome to today's session. So without any further delay, let's start with today's session. Okay, so we have Mr. Shatir with us who will tell about more about Spark AR, how we can work with that, what are the features that Spark AR have. So let's quickly jump to the today's practical and let's create the awesome effect and get the grab the goodies from the Spark AR and Reskill side. So over to you, Shatij.
So, hello everyone, I am Kshtiz here. I am an associate developer at Reskill, and we are here to start a session to learn about SparkR and the technologies associated with SparkR. So, let us start from very beginning and let me share my screen and then present it to you. Okay, I think my screen is visible to everyone. And now let us start from very beginning what SparkR is, and then we will also see how to begin with the SparkR and how to start creating our own effects. So let us start from very basics. First of all, let us see what Spark AR is. So let us start with this thing, Spark AR. So what Spark AR is? Spark AR, it is an AR platform. As the name suggests, it is an AR platform. And what is this AR platform for? It allows us to create AR effects. Like it allows us to create AR effects and edit them. And these effects that we create, the creation is creation is done on Windows or Mac device. So this is something important to be taken into consideration, that the creation is done on Windows and Mac devices, and they are available on mobile devices. So availability is on mobile devices. So this is something important to be taken into consideration while you are working with Spark AI. And now let us see some of the important statistics associated with the Spark AI. Now let us see some of the trends. Like these are some of the numbers by radar.com, and these are some of the AR trends. And these suggest that there were a total of 598 million active AR devices in 2020 at the end of 2020, and these are projected to increase to 1.73 billion by 2024. So there is a huge enhancement in the number of AR ready devices, and so are the AR things available around us. Even we have got to know about the latest tech news that Facebook has been renamed to Meta, and Meta is also developing a metaverse which is based on the AR and VR thing. And like the smart glasses, AR trend one is the smart glasses only, and these smart glasses will help us to go to the meta world and metaverse, and we can use those things. And these glasses are developed by every major company out there. For example, Facebook is developing, Microsoft and Snapchat, all of these are developing smart AR glasses. Further, there are some of the movies like Avatar, some TV series like The Green Planet on BCC. These are also using the AR technologies in their products. Even the famous brands like Lenskart, IKEA, Burger King, and other brands are also using AR for their promotion, for education, for healthcare as well. So AR industry is growing in today's world. And now let us see some of the opportunities that are available with AR. Suppose if you start developing your AR effects today, so what are the opportunities that are available with you? So the opportunities that are available like are one of a 3D artist. You can be a 3D artist after learning AR. You can be a software designer. You can be a system validation engineer. System validation engineer, or you could be a design architect, or you can be a software developer as well for the AR. So there are a lot of opportunities that are available with AR that we can use and pursue. These four initial are some of the non-technical, and the software developer is a technical profile. So you can choose accordingly which profile you want to go into. Now let us proceed further with our session of SparkAir and how we are going to download and install and configure SparkAir into our system. First of all, let us go to SparkAir download and search it on Google. Now what we will do, we will go to the Facebook SparkAir page and download the SparkAir Studio. After downloading the studio, after going to the page, you can click the download button and you can download the SparkAir Studio on your own machine, and you can start creating your AR effects. So you can click the download button here, and the SparkAir will download it for you, and you have to install it. Till the time you download and install it, let us see some of the basic things about the studio. And when the studio is downloaded in your laptop and it is available with you, let us proceed further and start creating some of the effects. So I will open the SparkCast Studio. is taking some time to open. Till then, you can just proceed downloading and installing of the studio. When you open the studio, there will be like something like this will appear in front of you, and you can choose any of the thing you want to continue with. As we are like starting with very basics of the sparkyar, and we are proceeding with some of the pre-built we are not proceeding with some of the pre-built-in templates, because we have to have a better control and understanding of the studio. So we will be starting with the blank project option here. So I will choose a blank project, and a blank project will be opened in a minute. So this is how a blank project will open in front of us. So what will I do? First of all, I will maximize the screen, and I will wait for some time to let you all download the studio and configure it in your system. Till then, what we will do, we will just see some of the look and feel about the studio and how our studio is working. First of all, the central area where our matrix is present. This is the main area where we will work, and this is known as viewport or the working area in the Sparkia studio. Here my mouse is currently hovering, so you can see where the working area or the viewport is. Next is the face simulation. So here is the face simulation, and it will tell how the effect is looking on our mobile camera screen. So this can be taken as some of your mobile camera output or mobile display, where your effect will be shown. Now what we will do, we will just see some of the other sections. Like this is the scene panel, and the scene panel is on the top left corner, and this is the panel where all of our objects that we are using are visible. It can be considered as an index. Everything we do, we have to make an entry here. It is created automatically. So like everything we add in the scene is in the working area has an entry in the scene panel. Further, like let us see some of the shortcuts associated with the Sparkia. So there are some of the shortcuts. I will be just mentioning them in the comment section. And these shortcuts are, first of all, Control plus Alt. So I will press Control plus Alt, and I will drag from top to bottom so I can zoom in. So you can drag from top to bottom to zoom in, or bottom to top to zoom out. And next shortcut is Control. I can use Control key to rotate my window, Sparkia Studio window. So I can rotate it so that it is very easy to operate on. And then use Alt key for like adjustment, to adjust it left or right or to any place. So you can do that according to your need. I am just mentioning the shortcuts in the comment section here. So these are the three major shortcuts that are associated with the Sparkia Studio, and this is how we will be using them. And now let us see further. Let us add something. Suppose what we want to do, we want to create our like effect in relation to the Diwali hackathon. So first of all, what we will do, we will download some of the image from the internet related to Diwali. Suppose like we go to the Chrome, and we will see like I will see some of the Diwali celebration PNG image. So be sure that it is a PNG image, because PNG images that does have a like does not have a background. So it is very easy to insert PNG images if you are using some of the JPG images. So that will be somewhat difficult to work upon. So I can choose any of the image which is in PNG format. So suppose if I want to add this image, so I will hover to this image and I will save it on my device. I can right click it and save images. And I can just download it. You can also use any image that is present in your system. So it's a JPG image. If there is any Diwali PNG image present, then let us use. Okay, let us use the JPG image, no issues. Suppose I am using this image and I am saving it. So now I want to add this image in our studio. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to click add object, and after clicking the add object, I will click on the plane and I will click insert. So a plane will be added in the middle of the window. And now what we want to do, we want to add the image on top of it. So what we will do, we will select the plane from the scene panel. I will click the plus button in the material in here over here where my mouse is currently hovering. So this is the like inspect panel where we will set all properties, and I will click plus and the material will appear. Now I will select the material from the asset section in the material, and I will go to the asset material 0. Now the materials property will be displayed in the inspect panel. Next I will click choose file and I can choose any file that I want to appear here. Now I am using this file only and I will click open. So this image is present on like off the screen, and I can use the plane feature. When we click on the plane, these like coordinates will appear on top of it, and I can use these coordinates to reposition it over some place. Suppose I want the Diwali image to be in top left corner, so I can position the Diwali image here. Okay, now let us do something. Let us add Happy Diwali on top of his head so that we can see a Happy Diwali text on top of it. As he moves his face, the text will also move. So I will click add object. I'll add 3D text. I will click insert. When the 3D text is inserted, something like this will appear in front of you. So what we will do, we will go to the inspect element and we will just see the typography and we will change the text to Happy Diwali as we wanted. Happy Diwali. And we can now what we need to do, we need to adjust it on top of his head. As the man is moving, so it is very difficult for us to adjust it. So what we will do here in this scenario, we can just pause the video over here and we can use the pause button which is present in like on the side of the scene panel. So now you can see the video is paused and I can adjust the text very easily wherever I want. So I want the text to be adjusted on top of his head like here. But I have adjusted. Now let us play the video again. So what we see, the text is here only. It is not moving in accordance with the head movement, and we need to align it with the head movement. So what we will do now, I will just pause the video once again. I will click add object. I will add a face tracker, and I will click insert. So when we add face tracker, like these three coordinates will be appearing, and I will play the video again to see what is the difference. Now when the video is playing, you can see that these coordinates are moving in accordance with the head movement. So face tracker is automatically tracking the face, but the 3D text is not moving in accordance with the face tracker. So what to do next, I will pause the video once again. I will select the 3D text. I will drag and drop it inside the face tracker so that it becomes a sub object of the face tracker object. So now the face, the 3D text is the sub object, and I can reposition it so that it is clear to us. Now I have repositioned it, and if I click play button now, so what we can see that the Happy Diwali text is moving alongside the head movement, and we can see like these are some of the effects that we have created. Now let us see that the Happy Diwali text is white in color And suppose we also want to add different colors to the Happy Diwali text. So what we will do, I will select the 3D text once again. And now we go to the properties section, and we see there are materials associated with it. And all the front material, side material, and back material are same, but we want them to be different in color. So what will I do? I will create a new material for side material and create a new for like the back material. And now you can see that like the material 1 is associated on the front, material 2 is associated with the side, and material 3 is associated with the back. So I can change the different color, I can choose different colors. Suppose like I want the front to be yellow, so I can choose yellow color. I want the side to be of some different color. Let us choose the side to be red, and let us choose the back to be some different color, like we can choose black over here. So these are the three different color that are associated with the single text on our screen. And now we can see there are three different color associated with our single 3D text, because the text is in 3D, so it has three dimensions associated with it. And we can see according to the head movement the text is constantly moving. There is a like logo on the top, there is an image on the top of it. If it is PNG image, the background white color will not be showing, and it will be more like understandable and more attractive. So you can use the image of your choice. You can use the PNG image, you can use the JPG image, or you can use any image that you have. Even if you have a JPG image, you can use any of the converter to convert it to some of the PNG images. Okay, and now let us see how to add some of the 3D model. So we will add some of the 3D model as well, and then like we can click on the assets library over here in the asset section on the left, and then I can search for anything like suppose I want to add a candle. So I can search for candle, and I want to add the candle light. So I will click on the candle light. I will click import free button, and it will be imported soon. Now it is done. So candle light will appear in the asset section, and I will drag and drop it in between the focal distance and the ambient light, and we can see that the candle will be visible over here. But now the candle is of very large size, so I will just resize it. And now we see the candle is somewhat small, and we can reposition it wherever we want. Suppose I want it over here, so I can just reposition it over here. So this is how we create our effect. This is how we like do something. This is a basic effect that we have created. And further we can just publish our effect as well. To publish our effect, what we need to do, we need to click on the publish button here. I will click the publish button on the top right corner, and you can also go to like file and then choose publish, and you can just publish. And like you can add some of the experiences. You can like what you want, you can add some of the video call experiences. You can sharing experience. Suppose if I want sharing experience, Instagram or Facebook, that you want to do, you can do something like this. You can choose your capabilities that are associated, and you can click on the upload button. So this is how your effects get published with Spark. And like an announcement that the Diwali hackathon has opened its submission till up to like till Sunday evening. So you all can submit your effects till Sunday evening, and there are $13,000 USDs associated with the Diwali hackathon. So be sure to submit effects in the Diwali hackathon. And if you have any further queries, you can reach out to me LinkedIn profile that I have shared. So this is something that I need to wind the session now. Now, if you have any queries, feel free to ask. If you want to learn more further about the Spark Studio, what you can do, you can see to the Learn page on the Spark Studio website, and you can learn some of the more advanced effects as well. Over to you, Sarthak, if you have some announcement to make.
No. Oh, thank you everyone for being such a great audience with us. All the links are in the description. Do check out the Diwali hackathon link. Be the part of our Facebook group and enhance your knowledge. Thank you for a lovely session, Shitish. Thank you everyone for being such a great audience. Thank you.